my channel. NYX Christine here. I wonder if I'm shouting. So I think I'm trying to give you midnight blue type vibes. Like I don't type / violet. I don't know. I don't know. So I basically did a halo look today featuring these colors. I wanted to work with some reflective colors. My dog is walking in the back, so if you can hear like a little bell, like that's my dog. So other than today's tutorial, we also looked at the Black Radiance Cream Contour Kit. These just came out. I'm not sure when. I could probably look it up. But I also demoed and compared it to the Powder Contour Kit, which came out quite some time ago, but I've also had. So if you guys want to see how I use and compare these two and also how I got this look, just keep watching. My hand is like so big. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at my hands compared to my head. Okay, so to start, I'm priming my eyes using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the colors Fawn and Cool Tan. Fawn is what I usually use underneath my eye. And next, I'm going to move on to blending it out. It looks like a lot, but then it blends out to be a nice, flat, full, soft coverage. So I do like mixing the two. And I do set this with setting powder because, again, we do want a smooth canvas to start working on. So next I'm taking the Y16 brush, which is just a blending brush. I feel like the first brush I always start using is a blending brush, and it's always fluffy, but don't do that for that's not a staple rule for every look, but for most looks I would say it is. And I'm just taking this orange and yellow shade. You will see that the yellow does not show up as much in this look, so I wouldn't even bother. If you plan to recreate this look, I wouldn't even bother with the yellow. Just jump right in with the orange, or even if you don't want to use a transition shade at all. Then I'm moving on to using this Morphe Y15 brush, which is a fluffy blending brush, but it's more tapered than anything else. And I love this brush. I feel like there's always that one brush that you have to give the most credit to for like per look. And I want to say that for this look, I'm blessed to have the Y15 brush. And I'm just taking this blue shade and I'm applying it on my inner, outer, and upper lid. So I'm taking that, like, honestly, you can literally take the color all over your lid and it wouldn't matter because you're gonna carve out the halo anyway. So I wouldn't even stress where you take it. You just don't want to take it too far above your crease. So next I'm moving to applying the shade called Naughty Girl from Morphe on the Sigma concealer brush, and the brush is wet, but I'm not going to lie to you guys, I did want a deeper payoff with this blue and I was a little bit disappointed with it. So I would advise you to just use another blue and just stay away from Naughty Girl unless you're comfortable with the shade range that I used. Then go ahead and knock yourself out, but I did want a deeper look. But you know, it turned out looking okay. And then right now I'm just taking the previous brush that we used just to blend that out a little bit, and I do have a little bit of the blue that we used from the Morphe 35B palette on this brush. And then next I'm taking the same blending brush that we used before and using the orange, so I didn't dip it back in the yellow, and I'm just trying to like blend the two together. If you save this step for last, I promise you, you will regret it. I promise you. So next, taking the Morphe E35 brush, wet with a little bit of the Smashbox priming water, I am taking this beautiful color from Makeup Geek. It's called Backlight. It's one of the reflective shades. And I'm just going to start making my halo. I want to say to just make small circular patting motions with this and build it up until you get the, I guess, the payoff that you want. And for me, I did want to take it a little bit above my crease because I wanted you to see it more so. But what I ended up doing was blending it out once it got to my crease. So I did take it to my crease and then I ended up blending it out. And I felt I was satisfied with that look. But every eye shape is different, so don't try to recreate the same exact shape that I created because it won't work for you. I promise you that. And then I move on to just blending out the edges. You don't, like, a halo look is just supposed to blend together seamlessly. So I reached for my Morphe Y15 brush and I try to blend out the edges of this to the best of my ability, even after I go back and apply my second shade. So again, there's no product on this brush. I'm just simply blending out the top edges of it. And right here, I'm applying Into the Blue, and this is one of the Stila Magnificent Metals. I absolutely love this shade. I feel like I have 3 of them, and this is the only one that I ever reach for. And again, I'm reaching for my Morphe Y15 brush, Y15 brush, just to blend out the edges of this. And then I'm going to move on to my lovely wing. I always want to take this part out, but I'm like addicted to wing liners. Like I don't know what it is. Like this look wasn't even supposed to have a wing. I was just gonna like halo it out, but then I ended up extending the blue to the outer V. So I was like, whatever, like why not throw a wing on it? But yeah, like I just like watching doing. I just like it. I don't know. I just like it. And then I move on to the lovely glitter. This part is not like necessary, but you're gonna see why in a few seconds. Because it literally doesn't show that much, but I felt like it made a difference in my heart. I really did. But if you don't need it, if you don't have it, then I wouldn't stress yourself out over it. Okay, so taking these lashes from Cake Face Beauty, and I used this in one of my other videos. I just don't remember which one right now. I did apply those off camera, which is nothing new. And I'm taking the shade from the Anastasia W Hills palette. I know the name, I just don't want to butcher it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and insert a picture of it instead. And I just blended that out using the Morphe M43 brush. And then I move on to applying my concealer, which, if you didn't know, if you don't follow me on social media, I also turned this part of the clip into a mini demo on highlighting and contouring. So check that out if you haven't checked it out already. But because I created that demo, I did not include it in this video. If you guys want me to upload it separately onto the YouTube page, I can. But you guys should follow me on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter if you want to see like things that I basically don't upload to this page. And then after that, for the most part, I am done with the look. But I do move on to lips, and I'm just gonna let you guys watch this until I get to my lips. So now that I am all done with the, highlighting and contouring and all that stuff, I do move on to lips. This is the color brown, and then I move on to applying this color from Makeup Geek. I've had it for about 2 months, but this is my first time using it. It's in the color Minx. I bought it after Jackie Aina uploaded that review on like the whole collection. So I've had it for a while, but this is my first time using it, and I gotta say that it looks like almost every other nude that I have in my collection, but it's a different formula, so I think it's different. I'm saying this because my sister was literally like getting on me about how many like nudes I have in the shade, and I'm like, they're all different in some way, shape, or form. You just have to embrace them. Yeah, shirt matches. So they stay behind me for like the rest of my makeup look. So if I'm laughing and stuff, it's because of them. And she was obviously obsessed with her stomach. But like I applied embellishment in the middle of my lips, and that's from NYX. And this is just any old lip gloss from I believe Elf. Yeah, that was like $2-3. And it was right about here where I literally I just wasn't satisfied with the look. So I decided to add some glitter. This is the same glitter that we applied on top of the halo, and it's from NYX. But I decided to apply it on the outer side of the wing and the inner tear duct. So I did slow-mos with and without it. So I'll include both, and you guys can decide whether or not you want to add the glitter or not. But other than that, I believe that is it for this look, and I believe I did film an outro, but if I didn't, because I really don't know, thank you guys for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. So that's it for today's video, guys. I think this is my first time filming like an official outro, but I'm gonna put some end screens here. If you guys wouldn't mind just like subscribing or like giving this video a thumbs up, whatever you feel like doing. But thank you guys for watching my tutorial today. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. But other than that, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. I'll see you guys in my next tutorial.